introduce myself, Michael Mercadel, your host, and a guy with plenty of cobwebs, apparently, and our in-studio guest, Mr. Dewayne, and his lovely daughter, and points leader in the Young Gunners bracket, Sarah Shipman.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
How's everybody doing tonight?
We're good. How about you?
I'm better now that I got a red light going on
All
here. Right. Oops. So sorry, guys out there. We're definitely missing our chief engineer and our number one guest. Our number one host, Jilly Millie. I didn't get any text messages, so I guess everyone is actually tuning in on the Facebook side. But we are on Facebook. That's the home of the RCDRL, and at fbrn.us. We're officially there now. All right. So, again, we're going to talk about the Louisiana race. We're going to jump into the points a championship here, the countdown to the championship playoffs as it's starting to show itself. The picture is starting to be drawn out. This next race, the critical race, the Summit, the second annual Summit Racing Equipment Fall Nationals, is going to play a huge part in painting the picture here in Texas. And, of course, we have our family over in Puerto Rico that is winding down their season as well, and our family over in Louisiana, who we're going to recap their latest race, which was Saturday. Awesome. And we had a couple of guests over there, Doug Cruz and Marcus Delamontes.
Saw that.
Visited them as well. So I tried to get those guys in here. Actually, I didn't catch up with Marcus, but I did invite Dougie, and he had a late work day. So maybe next time on those guys. But we have some awesome in-studio guests. Thank you guys for last-minute showing. It means the world to me. Jilly's not feeling well, and her husband Jeremy is out of town. So,
right.
But yeah, so let's just jump right into this thing.
Okay.
Looks like our mics are good and everything is working there. I'm gonna light this back up there and crank up the volumes here. So before we get into a race recap or anything like that, how y'all doing?
We're doing good.
How you doing?
Okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
How's your racing season coming along so far, in your eyes?
It's doing good for me.
What do you race?
The pink slug bug.
The pink slug bug? And you only race in Young Gunners, or?
Sometimes in all run.
Sometimes in all run? Okay, all right. Who you think is your toughest competition, if you have to name one boy and one girl? When you go to the starting line or when you're in the staging lanes, who are you most aware of?
Piper and probably Colt.
Yeah. That would have probably been my two. Not taken away from anyone else, but those two. I'll never forget at the beginning of this season, I think it was like race 2 or 3. I'll never forget Piper, who doesn't really talk much. She said, "This is my year." So she's in it to win it, so it's really nice to see. I know at one point we had several girls on top here in Texas, and right now you're leading in Texas, and it's definitely not over by any means. Like I said, these next few races, it can change drastically. You're up by 10 points over Dallas File, believe it or not. You know, Dallas is a sort of a sleeper, a sleeper stealth. And Piper right there, 17 points down, so that's less than a round.
Yep.
And then Brandon Mottage, you can never count him out at all. Colt actually number 6, but he missed some time due to some great issues, and I commend his parents for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did make the playoffs, and so he's fighting his way up. But again, at 93 points out, that's nothing. He can make that up in one race.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. So. But you had what looks like, wow, you missed a playoff race.
She missed the first one.
Wow. And you're still in first place. So kudos. Now, am I looking at 2 wins in a row?
2 wins in a row.
Wow. Yeah, 90 points and 91 points. So that got you in the lead by 10 points, and the rest of them are chasing. What's really cool is the top 10 is not out of it.
Nope.
No one has been eliminated there. Of course, it's a steep climb for Jackson Bowman and Sarah, who actually hasn't been out much, and Christian Russell, he's been in it just one time in Young Gunners. So they're if they intend to go for a Young Gunner Championship, they got to start turning it on real fast and get a lot of luck at this point.
Yep.
Like that. And so, Dewayne,
Yes.
Wayne, what's going on with your program in 2019?
Well, we, myself, kind of slowed down on myself, thinking about my stuff and trying to put the focus on Sarah's car this year. Change some shocks, change some setup on it that seemed to be better as far as trying to get it more consistent down the track. So we've been working on hers, and mine's just falling to the wayside basically. But I'm out there having fun. I drive what I want to drive now. I don't care if I'm, the quick 16, or I don't care if I'm driving my street eliminator or the all-run car. I just pick a couple and go race them and just kind of have fun throughout the day and just kind of focus on her stuff.
Okay.
Is what we've been trying to do this season. So
Doing more crew chiefing, and apparently it's paying off.
it's been working off, yeah.
To miss a race and to be leading in that competitive class, in a very competitive field altogether.
Absolutely.
That's saying a whole bunch.
Yep.
So does does All Run help you? Are you using All Run as more of a tuning vehicle for young gunners because you're really focusing on that? Okay.
Pretty much.
A lot of us do that. We pick a class to sort of practice in. A lot of us use quick 16.
The thing about it is with Sarah, we talk about her lights all the time. Duncan's really good about when we go up there. Duncan give her a little pep talk. I kind of stem back because I'm her dad. I let the other crew guy go in there and give her a little pep talk, and then she's on fire after that. I mean, she cut a light on you, and it's funny is
She's beat me
on the way up here, just in our normal traffic on the way up here. She told me 3 times, "Dad, you slept at the light." It's like, come on now.
Nice.
Yeah.
When I start driving, I'm going to be like, "Nee," every time that light goes green.
Oh man.
You can slap it for about a second.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Get across the intersection,
Back off of it.
back off of it.
Absolutely.
Race the strip, not the street.
That's right. That's right.
Very nice. So what else have you been up to, man? I love the shirts you guys have on,
Thank you.
signing
Appreciate it.
signs. Let's talk about that a little bit,
Okay,
man.
okay.
How did that start? And I know you did some work for us. We congratulated you
Yeah,
during
it's
the talk of the Super Nationals. And
Well, appreciate the opportunity. It was fun. I think a year ago, wasn't really looking to buy it.
yeah,
Just looking to help a guy turn it. He was having some problems. He was moving up to north,
Okay.
like Indiana, I believe, or somewhere up there.
oh, way
to-
north. All
Yeah,
right.
with his mom. His mom's got his pretty bad sick, so he wanted to spend the rest of the time with her.
Okay.
Of the living time. So I went over there to go look at his slot car stuff that he bought out of the track down in Houston. That's the reason why I was there. And we got to talking about it, and I saw this house for sale and wanted to know what was going on because I'm locked out with my friends. I want to know, I want to know about you. I want to know what's going on, what makes you tick and all that. So we were talking about that, and next thing you know, he told me his business for sale. Then I asked him, kind of what it was all about and stuff. And I know he did some personal work for us for our work trucks up at, at Shipman Snacks. So
Oh, okay.
he did some of that. So we known him for quite a while. The business has been going on for 2001. And he kind of threw a price out there. And what was kind of funny is a year and a half ago, we went to the Cajun Racing Nationals before it went through the holiday days. It was like that. We went there, I guess, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday race, and we left, Saturday night to drive back for church. But
Oh, you're talking about the Cajun Nationals in New Orleans.
Yeah,
right,
New
right,
Orleans.
right.
And we made these hoodies. It just said Shipman's Racing on them, and I was just giving my wife a hard time. She made them for us, so I posted them on our Facebook page and said, "Hey, new swag," and like that, and we sold some. And I mean, it was kind of crazy. My wife kind of thought like, "Why does people want our name on their sweatshirt?" I told her, I says, "Why would you want George Strait on a T-shirt?"
Because you guys are rock stars, baby.
Right, but just things like that. you know?
Yeah, that's to support as well.
Yeah. So drag racers want something on the front to be a part of.
Right,
Any
right.
racing goes along. So that following Monday, we went back and really sit down and saw some financials and sealed the deal. And after that, it's been going strong ever since. I mean, we don't let up yet. So
Excellent. So business is good.
business is good. It's
All
steady,
right.
really steady, really good right now.
That's always
Yep.
good. That's good. I love to hear success stories, entrepreneurial success stories like that because, and you guys, of course, own another business already, and your brother and you with the family, right?
We do. We own Shipman Snacks also. Actually, my father owns it. We've been working for that for about 31 years now between the both of us. And I get up at 4:30 every morning, be at the warehouse by 5, work my route, get back about 1:30, open up shop at 2 o'clock, and we're there until sometimes 10, 11 o'clock and do it all over again.
No kidding. And that's at the Sign and Signs.
That's at the Sign and Signs. But the thing about it is that Sign and Signs is the commute's really close. It's only about 12 steps.
12 steps. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. And they're at the house, and my wife.
You don't have to call an Uber for that one.
No. Not unless it rains. I get my wife to give me a piggyback ride or something to the house or something. You know how that goes.
There you go.
But other than that, it's been going good. So we really did good with it so far. The T-shirt industry that my wife does is awesome. The cups that she does is awesome.
Yes.
Signs, it's just everything's going pretty good. Just kind of kicking in there right now. So, it's a future deal.
Right.
We're not trying to get too overwhelmed with it. We're trying to stay steady and busy for right now until things happen, in the future.
Absolutely.
So that's
what we're setting up for the future.
We're setting up for the future.
That's great, man. That's great. It's good stuff.
Yep.
Good to hear it, and what have you. And you guys, of course, have a race we're closing out the season very, very differently this year. We do have, like we just mentioned, on October 5th, guys, the Summit Racing Equipment Fall Nationals, October 5th. This is here in Texas. And then we go to the Shipman Snack Service Nationals. I believe it's the second or third year.
It's the second year. This would be our second year.
Second year.
Yep.
Okay.
Second year.
Okay, and thank you guys once again for picking up one of our 14 events. And then that's on Saturday. And the very next day, we've never done this before, we're running a completely separate event. The YourBatteryBuddy.com Texas Finals.
Yep.
And that's going to close out our season. So we're going to run 3 events in 2 weekends.
That's right.
On Sunday, note, we're going to talk more about this, folks. We are not going to run a test and tune. We're going straight into qualifying on that Sunday. We're going to have a lot of racing that happens on Saturday. It's the same track. It should be pretty much the same conditions. We're all going to be in the same boat. And we have a lot of celebrating to do on Sunday that's going to take up a lot of extra time. As tradition, as people clinch their championships, racing stops for a moment, and we celebrate those champions that have been working so hard all season to bring home that championship. So we got away from that a little bit last year, and I want to refocus on why we're out here. We're not out here to win a bunch of money or nothing like that. We're not out here gambling. We're out here for a points championship, and I think those folks need to be celebrated for just a few minutes. Our new format on how we're doing things anyway. We've saved a lot of time at that last race. It was incredible. Yep. I always say I'm responsible for the good and the bad. And, I got pretty beat up after the Super Nationals. The Super Nationals were extremely, everything was, for the most part, I give ourselves a B+, A-. But there was one area, and it was due to the rain, but maybe we should have compensated better.
Yeah.
And not just replace that time on Saturday, armchair quarterback thing.
Man, that's the past, man.
Yeah, exactly. And but we did that. There's always a silver lining, right?
Sure did.
So that just caused us to sit down and come up with a plan. And so we implemented that plan. And there were some that didn't like the idea of change. There's some that didn't like the idea of doing anything really differently. Wow, we saved like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was good.
2 hours.
I know.
I say it one more time. Go ahead and say it.
What?
You're not listening. Sarah, are you here today?
Yeah. I had to go to school for 8 hours.
Where do you sit in the classroom?
In the back.
I wish the camera was on her right now when she said that. I think it is, actually.
The best seat in all the classrooms.
Oh, okay.
Every single class is in the back.
No kidding. Are you paying attention to class?
For the most part.
How's those grades?
Go ahead.
My lowest grade is 72, but I can get that up. There's only 3 grades in the grade book right now.
There's only 3 grades in the grade book?
Yeah.
What's your highest grade?
A 100.
Okay, I like the way you kind of focused on the other one that you had to work on,
She
right?
didn't tell you that was a lunch.
That was lunch.
It's in theater 2.
Theater 2. So what are your favorite subjects?
Theater.
Theater 1 or Theater 2 is your favorite, and you're getting a 72 in there?
No, I got a 100 in there.
Oh, and 100. What's the 72 in?
ELA, my English class.
English. Okay. All right. How you doing in math?
I have a 95 in that class.
Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Well, at least you didn't know what to focus on, right? Very good.
No, believe me, if she failed, she wouldn't be driving these RC cars either.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I know that's right.
Yep.
Jerry Shields saying, Sarah, you look bored. See, Jerry, we've already kind of covered her Young Gunners stuff, so now she's like, what am I doing here? It's all right. If you have any questions, if you want to talk about something, and we're going to get back to you when we start to really cover the points for Texas. So we're going to get back to you on that. Right now, folks, we're going to cut to a very short commercial break, and then we're going to jump into the Louisiana Points Championship race that they just had on yesterday. So once again, I'm going to do my best here to not screw this up, and that's not going to happen. So here we go. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
I'm Dawn Williford, Project Manager for the RCDRL, and you are dialed in to the RCDRL Nation Radio Show on the Fishbowl Radio Network Blue Stream.
Rockstar Welding is a North Texas-based company offering fencing, gates, automatic gate openers, steel buildings, power coating, and custom steel fabrication. In-house and on-site for your residential and commercial clients. Rockstar Welding also builds awnings and carports, as well as custom plasma cutting on our 5-foot by 10-foot CNC plasma machine. Rockstar Power Coat offers powder coating up to 10 by 10 by 30 in small and large runs. We serve our clients from the Red River to South Dallas to Rockwall. We want to earn your business and be the solution. That's Rockstar Welding, Fencing, and Powder Coat, LLC. 8490 South Highway 377, Pilot Point, Texas, 76258. Reach us at 940-488-4144. That's 940-488-4144, or visit us at rockstarwelding.com, rockstarpowdercoat.com, and like us on Facebook, Rockstar.
Nothing feels more inviting than the sounds heard through a Taylor Home Theater. Family owned and operated since 2004, their passion for audio and visual needs comes first. Specializing in home design and installation, home theater seating, and surround sound setup, to name a few. You can be sure experience, professionalism, honesty, and workmanship is guaranteed. Transform your home into the theater you've always wanted. Call to schedule your appointment today at 817-594-4787. Again, that's 817-594-4787. Also, you can contact them at hometheater.net. Taylor Home Theater, a proud sponsor of the RCDRL. Welcome Taylor Home Theater into your home. You'll be glad you did. Having trouble choosing the right company for your RC needs? Then look no further than Drag Race Concepts. Founded in 2008 by Ken Lupe, this Bristol, Wisconsin company uses the latest CNC technology available when manufacturing chassis and accessories. Ken ensures that each component is personally hand-assembled to meet every standard before it reaches the customer. For more information, call 847-553-5695 or check out our website, dragraceconcepts.com, a proud sponsor of the RCDRL.
We are back. Maybe that's where that echo is coming from. I don't know. It's not there. All right. Uh-oh. There's something going on in this. It's always funky town in here.
Jeremy, where are you?
I know. I don't even think he's listening.
We need you.
Seems like it's awful loud. I don't know. There's a weird noise in the background.
From somewhere.
Maybe it's
from the AC unit behind you.
It could be the AC unit. Yeah, but you know what?
We're leaving it on.
We're going to leave it on.
Yep.
Amen to that. All right, folks. Well, before we get into the Louisiana deal, there was a big Louisiana, Texas, New Orleans versus Dallas matchup yesterday. Bottom line is, it was a good defensive battle. It really was. The game could have gone either way. To me, I think there was way too many yellow flags.
Yep.
Yellow laundry on the field.
Yep.
I think on both sides.
I think on both sides, too.
I was very frustrated with every time we got a stop. It seemed like we got a holding call or from defensive holding, or we get a first down and they called it back, and it was 1st and 20. It seemed like any momentum on either side. And the Dallas Cowboys, it showed as well. They couldn't get any momentum going.
Right.
The refs just played way too big of a role in that game.
I had my good eye on Zeke, and his elbow was down.
Oh, in that play there?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I agree. There were a few plays where I definitely, said, yes, that was holding. I'm a Saints fan, right?
Yep.
But if we hold, we hold. But, you could find a penalty in just about every single play. And they were looking way too hard. But, yeah, that play with Zeke, I was surprised that it wasn't turned around. But like I said, they just, I needed to go to the hospital after that game.
I didn't actually know how big Witten was. We met him live.
Oh, did you really?
And we also Van Der Esch. We met him live too about 2 weeks ago here at the AT&T Stadium.
Okay.
My wife had a FedEx shipping party, I guess, there, and we went to that, and they were the two that
Talk
was
a little closer.
They were the two that was there to meet. So we got to meet them and take pictures with them. And those dudes are pretty big.
Yeah. They had one the Dallas Cowboy guys being escorted off the field or something like that.
You're right.
The two looked like looked like two young gunners taking him off the field.
That dude's knee was bigger than both of them and carrying him off. That dude's knee was big. So I tell you something. It was still a good game. No matter it went both ways. And Mercadel's over playing with my mic while I'm trying to talk. All right.
I make sure it was right.
Okay, is that better for you? Is that to your liking?
Your DBs were real low.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Hello. But anyways, it was a good game both ways. Like you said, what happened there? The referees did play a part in that. I'm kind of like the old school on that. I wish that the instant replay go away. Just leave it. If the referee calls it that way, that's the way it needs to be. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I think that in any kind of sport.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, that's just if you're.
There's going to be bad calls. They're going to be bad calls.
It's going to be anywhere. It's just the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
And now they're calling. They call New York. They have them the phone it in.
New York or L.A. One of them. Yeah.
To see where if it was a good call. They don't know. They're not even close by.
Right. Right.
So they're doing the same thing we're seeing on TV. But anyways.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just, like I said, I think the refs are playing way too big of a role in football right now. And I know there's a lot of us out there that, can care less about football and everything like that. But just like what Craig Woodruff, Cowboys who? I like what Cooley said several weeks ago now. Look, I need both RC drag racing and my football.
Right.
And that's just kind of how I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really do. Especially as much time as I spend with the RCDRL and RC drag racing, I do need that break. And so it sucked what happened to Drew Brees, but
he'll be back.
So far, the guy's at least holding his own. It's ugly, but he's got 2 wins. But there were some ugly wins. So he's making the rest of the team play. Is what he's doing.
Absolutely.
And they're doing that because to shut down Dallas the way they did, that says a lot. So, but we're going to jump into the Louisiana race that just happened on September 28th. This Saturday, they had 56 entries.
Awesome.
And in Traxxas Pro Funny Car, it was Dennis Forbes, the number 1 qualifier, taking out his better half, Tanisha Brown, and she was the number 2 qualifier. They went to the finals and danced together, and he came out on top. So congratulations there, Mr. Professor Forbes.
Oh, there it is. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He also had the quickest ET, 2:34 with a 1. And Tanisha had the best mile an hour, 61.9 miles an hour there. So Dennis was probably off of his game a little bit, but again, we don't know what's going on down there with the moisture in the air, and that track was relayed down. And it's a darn good track, so I'm surprised that was the best ET for that race. Over in Young Gunners, Joseph Forbes and Dennis Forbes. So it had two brothers in the finals there, number 3 qualifier versus number 5, and it was number 3 qualifier, little brother, Joseph Forbes, taking out big brother Dennis. I know he was pretty excited about that.
Right.
Those two battled even here at the Super Nationals.
That's what I was thinking. I was trying to remember. I remember seeing them both here. They were both on fire at the Super Nats.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Really good, very well-behaved young men.
Yeah.
And some darn good competitors as well.
It's awesome.
Absolutely. Over in the 250 index class, we had 8 competitors. Nice field there. Marcus Coulier Jr., number 2 qualifier, took that win over Dewayne Soignier. I had to learn that, how that's Swan. Yay!
Okay.
I had to learn that. So, and he was the number 1 qualifier. So numbers 1 and 2 went into that final together, and it was Mr. Coulier taking that win in 250 index. Over in Pro Mod, they had a couple of transplants joining them. I know Doug Cruz snuck in, and the Ulster Brooks played host to he and Marcus Telemontes there, and he went to the finals. He had a 9-car field, not bad at all. Number 2 qualifier versus number 3.
All right.
Dennis Forbes, their number 2 qualifier, took the win over Doug Cruz. But Dougie had a nice ride home.
That's good.
You know, he even said, hold on to my plaque, Mike.
That's right.
I'm coming to get it.
There you go. That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
So over in Outlaw 2-wheel drive, something that we don't have here, it was once again that Dennis Forbes. Wow, Dennis Forbes, number 2 qualifier, taking out the number 1 qualifier. Once again, that is Dewayne Swan. Yay! Runner up there. Dewayne had the best ET, 171 with a 0 with a 2-wheel drive car. Now, it's Outlaw, so that's not Street Eliminator or Pro Street or anything. And Outlaw 4-wheel drive. Now, here's a new name. Dennis Forbes. Once again, the professor taking the win. This one, he was the number 1 qualifier. We do have a new name right here. Regina Alsobrooks, number 2 qualifier. Dennis had the best ET, 181 with a 9 at 85 miles an hour. Regina had the best reaction time in Outlaw 4-wheel drive, which we tend to see with our ladies out there, an 0.28 reaction time there. So she runnered up, and Dennis Forbes once again takes the win, and I'm not finished talking about that guy yet.
I know, right? He's all over the place right now, isn't
he? See, he works offshore, right? So he's in, he's out, he's in. They need to start scheduling these races, when he's out.
Right. Yeah, give everybody else a chance, right?
Actually, we do just the opposite, actually. Yeah. We make sure we try to accommodate our families, and they work very well together with him to make sure that he's in town when they schedule races. So in the quick 8 bracket, Mikey Alsobrooks, number 3 qualifier, took out number 1. That Dewayne Soignier guy, he's been the last 3 number 1 spots in qualifying. Quick bracket, Mikey took the win over Dewayne. And in that one, event best was KP, reaction time 0:15.
Wow.
Roger Cooks, he had the best dial. He was only 5 thousandths of a second off of his dial. He did that in round 1, and Dewayne with that high mile an hour, 71.7 there. And they had an 8-car field in that quick 8, so yeah, they had a full field.
Yeah,
that's pretty darn good there. In Pro Stock, this is where Marcus Telemontes joined in the ranks. Unfortunately, he didn't get past the first round, but I'm sure he had a great time in Louisiana nonetheless. It was that guy again, Dennis Forbes, coming out of the number 1 qualifying position. Went all the way to the final, 7-car field, so he got the bye run in the first round, and he had to dance his way all the way to the finals, and he did just that, taking the win over KP, Conway Perry, which he also came over to the Super Nationals as well.
Right.
And it was always good to hang out with
Right.
Mr. Perry. In all-run, the all-run bracket, number 1 qualifier takes it all the way 3 rounds of racing to the finals and takes the win. Mr. Roger Cook over his teammate and number 2 qualifier, Dewayne Soignier. So those guys are really tearing it up. They're out of Mississippi.
Okay.
And they're really doing it up there really well. We got some potential records out there I'm going to have to look at. I don't know if he was able to back it up there. So yeah, it was. He started qualifying at 12:30 just about, and was over with right about 6 p.m. So, and congratulations for the JConcept.net Whole Shot Award winner, Mr. Roger Cook, with that
That's awesome. Good job.
009 reaction time in first round. Folks out there that don't know what the JConcepts Whole Shot Award is, collectively out of all the classes, everyone has one shot. Everyone goes to first round one time. And the Whole Shot Award is awarded to the person with the best reaction time during eliminations round number 1. And that's why we don't look at round 2, because obviously 50% of the field's not there.
That's right.
And we don't worry about qualifying because we know there's nothing at stake in qualifying. So if everyone always wonder, well, why do you only look at round 1? That is why. The JConcepts.net Whole Shot Award is awarded to the person with the best reaction time in round 1 eliminations. And that's why.
That's right. I got a question for you.
I love questions.
All right. So what does the Outlaw consist of? I've never seen one. I've seen them run down the track, but I never went and actually looked with the hood off of it.
Right.
So what is that?
So without looking at the rule book, and I'm not sure if there's a battery limit. I don't think there is. But they can put together just about any car as long as it's 2-wheel drive. You know what I mean? We have Street Eliminator with certain rules and wing heights and Pro Mod and Pro Stock and this, that, and the other, and has to look a certain way. 4-wheel drive, Outlaw, you just pretty much whatever you want under that hood.
Right.
A lot of speed secrets.
Yep.
There's a lot of towels being thrown over things if the body's off.
Every time you go, there's something like that. That's the reason why I was just asking.
Right.
I've never seen
wheelie bars sometimes, like Mr. I can't think of his name right now, but that's when you're under the gun right now. I got 3 computer screens going on. It's a little tough.
Some of those wheelie bars, they look like they're about 9 feet long.
Yeah, and that's the one I'm talking about. And it's really not. It's probably closer to 12 inches. But yeah,
they use
with a big wheel on the back of it, and he needs it, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we did see that at the Super Nationals.
Cool. Yeah.
And there are other groups around the country that specifically race that type of racing, so but Roney, that's his name, Mr. Roney. It came to me, Roney, with the big wheelie bar on the back. So
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a fast car. I remember seeing it.
Oh yeah. I got a bunch of thumbs up once I said Mr. Roney's name. Folks out there, if you're asking questions or anything like that, it's really difficult for me to keep up with the comments. I know most of you are kind of talking to each other on Facebook, and that's cool. I probably will not be able to answer there, but you guys are more than welcome. Now that what time is it? Okay, good. Now that the race recap is complete, we're going to talk about the countdown to the championship. Round by round, or shall I say, class by class here in Texas after the break. So right now, if anyone wants to call in, it's 214-431-5062. Let's talk some drag racing. We'll give you guys just a few minutes to do that. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to Sarah. Ring our phones, folks. 214-431-5062. Because Sarah doesn't want to be under the gun with the Prez. So, Sarah, the last time you and I matched up, and I'm trying to think of the class, you beat me. I know you beat my son. Have you ever put her in quick 16?
No, never been in quick 16. Maybe y'all are just out there for...
Maybe we're just goofing off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello, caller. You are live on the RCDRL Nation Radio Show. Who's this?
Hey, Mike. It's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew. How are you?
Hey, Dewayne. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I have one quick question for you and one quick comment. If I join the league tomorrow when I get paid, is it going to count for next season?
No, go ahead and hold off on that. If I were you, I would hold off until pretty much the season ends. It would just make life honestly easier on even me, because we don't want to make sure that when we redo things, we kind of purge the system. You know what I mean? We will. I mean, I say that, but there's other catch nets in place now. There was a time when you shouldn't do that, but with Don Williford and other people with catch nets, we're going to actually vet the system and make sure that if you do a full membership, I can guarantee you that'll take place, because it's all time stamped in Drag Track. You know,
if you want me to hold on, I can hold on. I'll just take the money and put it aside.
That would be easy. Yeah, that would.
And
be easy.
I want to give out a shout out to the RCDRL family. I had some computer problems. Had a real nasty virus that kind of shut down my computer from doing my hydrographics, because I print a lot of graphics for hydro printing off my computer. There's a guy in the chat named Chad Allum, Allum. He offered to get me a hard drive, and he ordered it today, so I'll be getting back up in the up and running pretty quick. And it just shows how much the RCDRL family takes care of each other. And I posted it on the main Facebook page, and I just wanted to give him credit when credit was due, because he really saved my business. So.
Yep. Well, there you go.
Excellent, man. Thank you for that. A great shout out as well, and thank you to that gentleman. Also to step up. You're absolutely right. We're not perfect, but we strive to be. And I love to hear stories like that where we step up and help each other out on and off the track. I think that's very important.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I hope here soon, Mike, I'll be coming in and bringing some hydro dip speed shapes for everybody to check out for next year, up and running. And eventually, once I get my main page up, we're going to also put a e-commerce store on it where people can buy different packages that I'm gonna put together and whatnot. So I told Jill and Jeremy, I let them know when I got close to that, and by the looks of it, I probably will have it done probably a couple of days after Christmas.
Okay, that's excellent, man. Yeah, keep us abreast of that, and we will do it.
And I can't wait to see you guys. And I also want to say thank you for what you do, Mike. You are probably the most hardworking person in RC drag racing.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much.
Take it easy.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Hello, you are also now on the RCDRL Nation Radio Show. Who am I speaking with?
Hello, this is Dawn.
Hi, Dawn Williford of San Francisco, our project manager. How are you? We want to thank real quick Andrew Murphy for calling in. Sorry about that, Andrew. The calls kind of started to blend. We did have multiple people calling in. So whoever that was from that 909 area code, we'd love to hear from you as soon as we're done here with our project manager. How you doing, girl?
Hi, I'm good.
Hello, Miss Dawn. How you doing?
Hi, I'm very good.
Awesome.
How are you guys?
Having fun.
Good.
Okay.
Sarah's quiet. She's like never quiet on the track.
No, she's not.
She's like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
Well, I wanted to call in because I've been listening to the show pretty much every Monday, and I'm constantly hearing Jill and Jeremy thanking everyone in the league and giving everyone props as they should, because this is one big family. But personally, I want to give thanks to Jill and Jeremy.
Ah, there you go.
There we go.
They give thanks to everyone else. It's time someone gave thanks to them.
Absolutely.
Especially, I don't know Jeremy personally. I've only really interacted with Jill, but from
St.
I want
Jeremy
to say,
is amazing, man, to put up with Jill. St. Jeremy, let me tell you.
Stop. Leave Jill alone. Jill's my friend. But since starting with banquet prep last year up until the Super Nationals, Jill has been so helpful to me in helping me get things done. I haven't been able to work with the league as much this year as I have the last couple of years, and Jill has really picked up the slack. And I just wanted to say, how much she is appreciated and how much that a lot of this could not have gotten done without her. So I think Jill and, like you said, and Jeremy deserve, a round of applause for everything that they've given to this league the last year.
Yep, they're good folks. I'm telling you right now, they are very good folks. Awesome.
Absolutely. And,
cool.
Thank you for that, because you're right. They're always on here praising folks that absolutely deserve it as well. Mm-hmm. And they need to take a bow. They've definitely taken a lot of pressure off of you and I both, Dawn. I know hands-on here. There are many people, even in the studio. In fact, Jeremy earlier today apologized for not being able to come in town. I'm like, dude, you are pulling way more than your fair share of this weight. Yeah. I said, dude, this will happen, and I rearranged my schedule tonight to make sure I'm in studio. I didn't have intentions on being here tonight, and I had to just move around my Monday late night and my Tuesday. So big shout out to both of them once again, Jill and Jeremy, for doing everything that you guys do, again, on and off the track, along with many others, but specifically at this moment, you two, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all. I just wanted to call in and say that, and to say you guys are sounding great, doing great. Love listening to the radio show. Love following the league. Next season, I'll be back to helping a lot more. My apologies for not being able to do as much this season as I have been, but I'll be back into the swing of things for next season.
You're awesome, girl. No, we realize that, and we appreciate everything you've done year to date, career to date, the whole 9 yards. So definitely need more people like you in this league. So appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, girl. You have a wonderful evening. Enjoy that Southern California weather.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice lady. So whoever that was that called in during Murphy's call, I would love for you to call back. It was a 909, which is, I think, California. And let's see, can I find them? No, don't. Yep, that's down. That's down. Hello, caller. You are live on the RCDRL Nation Radio Show. Who am I speaking with?
This is Todd Saltero.
Sugar Shuttle. Yeah, it's him. I would have guessed that phone number, man. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing fantastic, and I just wanted to call and say I had a pretty fun time in Texas.
All right.
Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about what you experienced and everything. And
I experienced the Barnum and Bailey of RC drag racing, because it is crazy. It's crazy.
I love it.
It's next level. It was fun. I had fun, man. I have fun every year. I've been, 3-4 times now?
I think
it's
so.
Just fun.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Good people, good times. Texas has an issue, though. There's entirely too much red meat in the state of Texas for me. I thought my kidney was going to cease to function.
Oh, we don't want that, because we got one. We don't want that to happen, buddy.
Absolutely. That's funny.
We couldn't find a vegan restaurant in like 1,000 miles of Texas.
A vegan restaurant, 1,000 miles of Texas? No, you're not going to find that. You're gonna go back
Yeah,
to
I mean, we went to breakfast and they're offering us brisket breakfast tacos. I'm like, you guys need to stop. No wonder there's a DaVita Dialysis on every corner here.
Hey, Todd, where was that at?
Oh,
I know, right? I'm trying to.
yeah, it's too much. But let me tell you, those kloshkis are pretty damn good, though.
Oh, they are.
I don't know what the pig in a blanket thing.
Yeah. Oh, the Colossians.
You know,
Colossians, yeah. Joshua
Colossians.
loves that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into them yet, but Joshua loves that stuff, man.
They're pretty good.
No, but other than that, I had a good time, man. It's just like I said.
Was it your wife that you brought this time, right? When that was her first experience?
It was her first experience, and yeah, like she's ready to get on a plane and go back for the finals just to go hang out with everybody.
Man, that would be great. Hey, and you get it, it's that rare double up weekend deal, man, where and I think you guys have a free place to stay. Congratulations on that win with the hotel stay. So, I'd jump on that, man, if I were you.
Oh no, that's just her. She doesn't even want to take me.
Oh, you stay home with the kids.
Yeah, pretty much. No, she had a blast. She loved Texas. She loved the Texas hospitality. Just how nice people were. You know what she really was enthralled with?
What's that?
How clean every gas station was.
Yeah.
And then I took her to a Buc-ee's. So she's always asked me, how do you spend so much money every time you go at Buc-ee's? I don't get it. And I took her. And we ended up spending a bunch of money at Buc-ee's.
It's easy to do, my friend.
No, it's easy to great. Do. Great place. Great time. Good racing. Look, I had the most difficult time I've ever had in a long time with my Pro Mod. My Pro Mod, when I put that in the box, my last pass was a 138. I couldn't get it down the track when I got there. I had nothing but issues. Went out first round, and I was okay with it because I went out first round in Texas. It wasn't at home.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's so important to enjoy the actual event itself, and I'm so glad you just said that because there's so often. I mean, this was my 7th Super Nationals, and this is the first time I've ever actually pulled a win off. But it's just one of those things. You have to enjoy it regardless. I've been out first round many times, and so yeah, absolutely.
It's my unicorn. It's my unicorn right now. I haven't won one. I've TQ'd it pretty much every time except this time I went. I have the TQ little medals here. And that's always fun, but it's still not winning.
So
I want to win.
So has it rained every time you've come then? We're trying to figure out who's
every time.
We haven't gotten rain since then.
No, we haven't.
We have not gotten rain, at least at that track. Now, I'm sure there's different parts of the Metroplex.
You know why you haven't gotten rain?
Not one drip.
Brian Tilson wasn't there.
Oh, that's what it is. And we were looking for rain before our last race because they had a dirt track event, and they did not do the best job they can, well, in my opinion, of cleaning up. So we went out there, and it was cloudy, it was lightning and everything like that. There was rain to the north of us, rain to the west of us, and there was no rain on us. We were hoping for like a good solid hour of rain to kind of wash the dirt away. They did do a pretty good job of keeping most of the debris off our track surface itself, but it was our shutdown area, and then on both return lanes were just crap. So but we made it through there.
Have to be honest. Brian brought it from Oklahoma. But
Brian,
what Brian does? He brings the thunder. He should have just left the lightning and the rain at home, though.
Yeah, that was a wild day, man. That was crazy. It just.
It was a fantastic time. I always have fun.
Well, that's great to hear, man. I want to see you guys out here more often. Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm going to come back. I got to win. Got to win something. I mean, even if I have to race bracket class to catch a trophy, I'm going to come with like a 5-second car.
There you go. That's what Mr. Jim used to do all the time. Yep. Win the bracket stuff.
I mean, and I'm happy I went rounds in pro stock. I have no excuses. My loss in pro stock was 100% my fault, and I can accept it. And, Mr. Wagner moved on and did his thing and went A to B, and my poor planning, I didn't. And he you know, that goes to show he was more prepped than I was, or prepared to go the rounds, and you know, and him and Jerry Shields got to battle it out. Mr. Jerry, who I love Mr. Jerry, he's a freaking good guy, him and Willis Racing, so, you know, he did his thing, and he stayed fast, and got the job done. It was a good weekend.
Excellent. So I understand that you guys stayed for an extended time. What were you guys up to other than eating beef, apparently?
So Texas is crazy. Like, I've had some first experiences there. Like, I experienced the Dr. Pepper Museum for the first time.
Nice.
Which was really cool. I experienced the Colt for the first time, which was really strange.
The what?
We went a Colt. So we went down to Waco. And on the way back up from Waco, my buddy's like, you gotta stop at the Cheese Cave. Okay, we stopped.
I've never even heard of that.
And
Right.
yeah, it's extremely... So we stop at this cheese cave, and it's like homemade cheese from these people's like 500-acre ranch.
They
happen to have
Is it in West?
They happen to have an art farm.
Was it in West that you're talking about? I think you're...
No, it's above Waco. As we're coming back from Waco to Dallas.
Right.
Man, I don't know. You've got a road that goes east, west, south, and north, and who knows which way. So we went to this place called Homestead Village. And me and my wife, you know, we go down their little road, and we go to their art ranch, or their art colony, and that's when it got weird, because they all looked like each other. And they all had the same braids. And I'm not even joking, they all had, like, the Levi skirts down to the floor.
Oh wow, like Amish,
Amish,
yeah.
Yeah, they all had blonde, like this blonde hair and these ice blue eyes, and it was kind of strange. And so I'm strange. Me having the power
over time right now. We don't care. We're going to keep on talking to you, man. We're going to play the heartbreak commercials after this conversation. Keep going.
Yeah, so me having the answers to any question I want in the world in the palm of my hand, I Google Homestead Village. First thing that comes up is Colt. I was like, oh, babe, we're at a Colt. And so she's like, I want to ask them questions. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. We might not make it out of here. And it was crazy. Like there's 500-acre ranch with 1,000 people on the ranch. 500 of them are children.
No, my goodness. He said 500.
Do the math.
Children. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
And they all look the same.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was me and my wife left there, and I think we almost wanted to take turns. Like, I wanted her to drive so I could Google more of this Colt. And she's like, no, I'm looking. So I'm like, okay, read it to me. So like the whole way back from Homestead Village, we're reading about the whole village.
Wow.
Very interesting. So that was a first for us.
That sounds
and then,
interesting. Yeah, that's crazy, man. You gotta love Texas, man.
Hang on a second. I lived here
for
49 years, and I've never been down there.
That's what I was saying. So I don't feel so bad, man.
You got my attention.
I don't want to go down there.
Here's Sarah. She's like, I don't want to go down there.
I don't want to get caught
and be
part of those 500 children, 501.
Yeah, you don't want to get part of that. Oh my goodness.
Then we went and saw where the Kennedy incident happened. That was pretty cool. I haven't ever got to do that.
It's kind of surreal, man. It still is. I've done that twice.
It's still surreal.
Yeah.
But you know what I was really impressed with? I'm going to be honest. Like, when we went to Dallas, I'm just thinking big city. And you guys know I'm from. I work in LA constantly. LA is 41 miles from my house. I go to LA 1 or 2 times a week.
Wow.
The first thing I realized, and I said it to my wife when I jumped out of the car, I'm like, and she looked at me, she's like, what? I'm like, this is weird. And she's like, what? I'm like, doesn't smell like tea.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I think a bourbon
like,
when you say that.
I was like, this is weird. And I was like, I had to ask someone, I'm like, are we in, like, downtown? And she's like, yeah, don't get no more downtown than this. Like, you're in the heart of downtown. It's right there.
Yeah. And Fort Worth's downtown, I think, is even cleaner.
Right.
Oh, yeah, then we went to Fort Worth. So I tell my wife, let's go to Fort Worth. We went to Fort Worth. And I drag her screaming and kicking because she does not want to go to the water garden.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it is.
And we went. And she's like, this is really cool. And we were just blown away when we were walking around Fort Worth, how clean it was, how nice the people were.
And y'all need to come on out here, man, and go ahead and put that house up for sale, man. I know you were having some other, issues there, but I hope one of these days we can get the Sugar Shuttle out here and his family, man, because it was a pleasure meeting your wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you bring your daughter? I'm trying to think. It was just your wife?
No, I didn't bring her.
That was Ken Lupe's daughter that was everywhere. She was
Yeah.
a big personality as well. She was sweet.
No, I didn't bring
but
my
your
two
wife
terrorists.
was. I love your wife's personality too. Brooke, right?
Yeah, Brooke. She had a blast.
Yes, good.
She had a blast.
I see Jacqueline's calling her out right now. Jacqueline's like, come on.
Oh, yeah. Well, fortunately for us, we pitted next to Alsabrooks, who I happen to just absolutely love. I love Mikey and Regina.
Yeah, she's saying that's High Sister Wife. That's what Regina just said.
super good people, super energetic, and it just fit. It was like a puzzle piece for my wife because she just like, I don't want to eat it. And boom, between her, Jacqueline, and Regina, my wife was like, "This is fun. I want to go back." She's like, "We're doing this every year
Angels,
now."
But they were definitely the Three Amigos for sure. I mean, guys, I don't know.
Three Stooges.
Three Stooges. There you go. Definitely. Well, look, I would love for you to hold.
I'll call this the Three Mams.
There you go. I would love for you to hold on or call back, but we do have to get this hard break in, buddy. I want to ask you a few more questions about what's going on the West Coast as well. So if you can stick with us for just a little bit, I do have to play these commercials real quick. Okay. Hold tight.
Yep.
This is Tessa Biles, that girl for the RCDRL, and you are dialed into the RCDRL Nation radio show on the Fishbowl Radio Network Blue Stream.
Mi nombre es Manuel Moya y te quiero invitar a que puedas sintonizar en sintonía con Manuel todos los viernes de 5 a 7, donde nos enfocamos en el espíritu empresarial latino con un estilo de entretenimiento único, personalidades destacadas del presente que tienen como objetivo educar, informar y entretener a toda nuestra audiencia latina en el Dallas Metroplex. Así que no te lo pierdas, todos los viernes de 5 a 7 en sintonía con Manuel.
Back in my day, we advertised like men. Get up on the rooftop and use what we called lung fire. Come and get it! Nowadays, they got what's called the Internet. It goes worldwide. And on this Internet is what's called FishbowlRadio.com, a network of over 100 personality-driven radio shows. Now, that's a lot of lung power. Sounds like a good way to get the word out about your business. Call them, 817-633-4880, and jump in.
Share your voice, opinions, creativity, ideas, music. FBRN.US, Fishbowl Radio Network. Jump in.
Hey y'all, this is Jill Miller, Texas Pro Stock driver, and you are tuned in to the RCDRL Nation radio show on Fishbowl Radio Network Blue Stream.
In need of vehicle repairs or just routine maintenance? North Carrier Automotive is the place for you. Owners Donnie Johnson and Matt Ray opened North Carrier Automotive in 1992 and have been in the industry since 1975. You will not find a more honest and hardworking group of Texans, serving customers in areas from simple oil and tire changes to full-blown engine replacement, specializing in brake changes including turning rotors in-house to hoses and belt replacement. Visit us at 602 North Carrier Parkway in Grand Prairie, Texas, or contact us at 972-237-0085. Honest and fair customer satisfaction is what you will get at North Carrier Automotive. Their service will make you a customer for life. Are you in need of a battery, motors, chargers, maybe a gear? Well, yourbatterybuddy.com is the answer. We We are not just batteries. We provide products to help you go faster and run longer. We carry batteries, tires, and chargers from reliable brands such as G-Force, Titans, and ProMatch, to name a few. We can trust yourbatterybuddy.com.
Looking for a way to beat the heat? Enjoy swimming in your own custom-built pool by Paul Miller Custom Pools. Since 1982, their philosophy has been to design and build a pool that complements and enhances the home as well as meets the needs of each and every customer. Paul's background in the pool industry began nearly a decade ago, working summer cleaning and maintaining pools. Paul Miller Custom Pools uses the best materials with your vision in mind when building the highest quality swimming pool possible. Splash into summer with Paul Miller Custom Pools. You can reach Paul Miller Custom Pools at 817-379-9333. That's 817-379-9333. Or visit their website at paulmillercustompools.com. Life is cool by the pool. Paul Miller Custom Pools, a proud sponsor of the RCDRL.
This is Wanda Ortiz of Humacao, Puerto Rico. You're listening to the RCDRL Nation Radio Show on the Fishbowl Radio Network Blue Stream.
We are back in action, and I believe we still have Mr. Todd on the phone. Buddy, how you doing? You still there with us?
I'm good, man.
All right.
I'm still here.
All right, man. So I hear you tear it up out there on the West Coast, putting a lot of mileage on the road. What do you do?
I do industrial and commercial refrigeration and building automation. So I control like museums, air conditioning, and heating and humidity from either my laptop or my phone. I can make adjustments, and if it's broken, I go out and fix it. I do cities, school districts, commercial, anything commercial, from light commercial all the way up to heavy industrial.
So you mean from your cell phone, you can control the temperatures and different, because it's getting a little chilly in here. I mean, you know.
I can control. Yeah, you know who can do that too is our guy Jesse Hernandez. The system that I use is what's called Carrier iView, and it's really cool. We have a lot of really good programmers, so it's super graphic based. Looks really cool. I mean, literally, I can control every room, every temperature, how much CFM comes out of the duct.
That is
the hot water going through the coil, cold water. Yeah.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, you know, they'll call me and say, "Oh, the chiller's down. The chiller's down." And I'm like, "Okay, well, instead of jumping out of my bed at 1 a.m, I can just turn on the other chiller and tell them I'll be there at 6."
Wow. So, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
That's darn cool, man. All right. Well, getting back to your trip, so after visiting David Koresh, and I'm sorry,
oh my
folks,
God,
the folks right next door to
tell
me.
everybody that story. It was way out.
That is
The
wild.
cheese was really good. I got.
The what was?
I bought cheese. I bought cheese from the Cheese Cave.
Oh, all right.
It was really good. But you know, I felt like a fat kid with an ice cream bar. I was eating cheese just out of the block.
You can see Sarah's face right now. She was like, "What?"
I'm gonna go home and do that.
It was really good, but yeah, it was. No, we had a fun trip. You know, went to the silos. We went everywhere. I went and spent some time with my buddy Robert St. Pierre. I went to Denton Tattoo Company, and I've been trying every time I come, and finally got some work done by the man himself, Robert St. Pierre. He took fantastic care of me. Awesome. Did an amazing job on a cover-up.
Nice.
And it's pretty much going to be a ritual. Like, if I'm drag racing, I'm tattooing. I'm getting tattooed.
I like that. That's cool. Talk a little closer, guys, when y'all start talking. That's cool. You can pull it to you or to you, but you can sit back. Yeah. That is cool, man. So, you had a good time at the Super Nationals.
Yeah, I got to see Mr. Shipman right there.
There you go. There you go.
Come on.
That was pretty fun. We had a good time.
Nice.
Yep.
You know, see my buddy Mr. Greg Chappa from Urban Assault Racing. I love Mr. Chappa.
Nice.
It's fun, man.
It's like a reunion.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It is.
And that's why I love the meet and greet on Thursdays. You know, that's always fun. But I think it's just more fun, you know, as well as, you know, hanging out at the racetrack next year. test and tune is going to be broken up a lot better. So it's going to keep the lanes smaller, but it's going to give folks more time to hang out and do a lot of that visiting and stuff like that. And then when you race, you're not going to be in 50, 70 foot, or people lines, I should say. So that'll give more time to, visit and hang out and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, there's the hotel scene as well. That's why we always try to go find a host hotel or other options nearby where we can all hang out, like we did with the whole group from Puerto Rico and Cisco and their team.
Puerto Rican guys were awesome.
Always.
Yeah.
Always
awesome. Everybody was awesome, from Jesse Hernandez to his hospitality to Marcus, I'm horrible at his last name,
Talamontes.
Did
you have some of that food?
With his hospitality. Oh, man, the barbecue he made was ridiculous, but I just enjoy talking to that guy.
Yeah.
He's a super smart dude, and we talk all the time, like on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
And, phone calls every once in a while, and the dude's just super smart, and it was fun to just sit there and really chop it up with them, and, see RC Jack and Ant Warren, see everybody. There's a bunch of good people there.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So
we're blessed.
Yeah, we are.
It was fun.
We are blessed.
I can't complain.
Awesome. Speaking of, racers and everything like that, what's going on the West Coast with the group there with, gosh, you guys seem like y'all just had a race there, I think, this weekend. It's the SCRA. I want to make sure I get that right. SDRA.
So we have the Scale Drag Racing Association, which is headed by our guy, the one and only DC Massey and Ralph Tocco.
Ralph, yep, those two guys. You could not have two better heads of an organization right there. Two class act gentlemen.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
And then, we're fortunate enough to have the MHRA out in San Bernardino, run by the legend, Mr. Mike Smith.
That's right.
Mike Smith Foam Tires. If you don't know, now you know. Go get some Mike Smith foam.
If you don't know, you're missing out.
If you don't know, you're behind me.
Right. Oh, yeah. You're definitely trailing. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we're real fortunate. We have a really good scene out here. We have lots of people. We have lots of interest. We have lots of newcomers constantly. The variance that we have out here is classes. The Pro Mod Pro Stock just isn't as large as it is out there. So, I ran my Pro Stock and Pro Mod this weekend.
Okay.
And I won. So we're still having fun.
Yeah.
And the difference is a lot of these guys are into the 17.5 class, which is huge. The A scale class is huge.
Okay.
Street Outlaw classes is huge. We have tons of people that come just to race those classes.
Yeah.
So, our dynamics is just a little different.
Sure.
But we still have all run, and we still have quick 16 that's always stacked. You get the old timers out there with Dean and Randy and everybody having fun in the quick 16 and
yeah.
We still run Top Fuel rails, and we're still doing the pro classes. They're just not as many or not as frequent.
There's not as
but they're still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean was cool to hang out with too a little bit. He just reminds me of when you're at a big car race and those guys, those nostalgia guys that turning wrenches, man, and he's got that whole charisma about himself. You know what I mean? Pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah, him and Jeff are awesome guys. I was fortunate to hang out with them and have a good time and
Jeff, absolutely.
In their pits and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And but yeah, we have a good dynamic out here. We have lots of people. We have lots of interest. We have an amazing track. Our surface is probably one of the best surfaces I've ever driven an RC car on.
Yeah, it is an amazing surface. You guys got two amazing heads there. You guys are giving those boys some help, right? They're not out there all themselves, huh? Okay, good.
Right now, I'm not helping lift anything. I feel bad about it, but I can't take the risk right now.
Well, you can't, right? Right. You just.
But no, they have plenty of help. Everybody's out there pitching in.
Good.
They
Like to
have
hear
good
that.
communication with each other. It's really a good group, and the facility we have will facilitate a very, very large race.
Nice.
So
I've been there that one time.
That's in the plans.
Nice. Yeah, that track was so good it broke Joshua's transmission, man. I'm still getting dealt with that, man. I tell you.
Oh, it breaks more than transmissions. It breaks hearts.
No. Absolutely. All right,
But
bud. You got anything else?
We're good. No, we're good. Texas was good. Everybody's good.
Awesome,
You
man.
know, I'm lots of support out here and lots of people RC drag racing, which is awesome. And we just need to remember it's such a small portion of the hobby that everybody needs to embrace.
Yeah, and
help
work
it
together.
grow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
And,
with that said, while we're on the radio show, where is it exactly you race? And is there a website or a Facebook that folks that are on the West Coast or Arizona area, Nevada area, how could they find you guys?
Well, all they need to do is jump on their Facebook, and they go to the SDRA, the Scale Drag Racing Association Facebook page, and boom, we race in Lake Elsinore, California. The schedule's up there, and they can reach out to me. They can reach out to Mr. Tim Smith. They can reach out to RC Drag Talk Tyler Zaffadil, Dave Massey, Ralph Toko, and we will get them pointed in the right direction. We will get them all the information they need to come out and have fun, because if you're not having fun at our track, you need to go home.
That's right.
That's what we always say, exactly the same thing, man. All right, man. Listen, thank you so much for calling in, buddy. Hope we didn't keep you too long. And you have a wonderful, blessed time. Tell Brooke that we said hello. And we hope to see you soon.
See you, Todd.
We will be back. Thank you guys for having us, and I will see you next year.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Folks, that was the Sugar Shuttle, Todd Sotero of Southern California. He's been part of the RCDRL family now for years. And when we lost our track there, they were down for a little while, and they are back up and strong with the SDRA and the MHRA.
Right.
MHRA, so there's two tracks out there. The Miniature Hot Rod Association and the Scale Drag Racing Association. So check them out, look for them. If you're on that West Coast side, of course, if you're in the Texas area, we race right here currently at the Texas Motor Speedway. We have 3 races to go. We're in Louisiana as well, over in Kenner, Louisiana at the Esplanade Mall. And, of course, in San Sebastian, Puerto Rico, Pepino Dragway, right there on the, I guess that's, oh, heck, I don't know if that's west or south. I better just, it's Pepino, it's at San Sebastian. So, Puerto Rico. Look for Francisco Frontera on Facebook. He'll help you out there. Or Janelle or countless other guys.
Right.
Did you experience any with the Puerto Rico guys?
I did. They're awesome. Everybody's there is top notch.
They really are. They send the A-team, man.
Yeah. And when you try to talk to them, it's different, but they try.
Yes.
They don't just kind of shun you away. They want to talk. They want to
communicate.
Yeah, to make it, to make conversation. And everyone I've talked to has been just awesome.
Yeah.
So I remember this one time we were in the waiting for the testing tune, and him and I think it was Robert St. Pierre were talking, and and I turned around and I was like, and he was talking like his accent or whatever you call it, and then I'm like, "You're from Puerto Rico, I'm guessing." He goes, "Yeah, what gave me away?" And I was like, "Well, how you talk for the first part."
Was that Francisco? Oh yeah, he's
so.
Yeah, he's fun. He loves to mess with you. Yeah, absolutely. So how was this your first Super Nationals, or?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, a lot of our races are big, but that was pretty ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your take from it, and how well did you even do at it? I don't have the numbers in front of me.
I think it was Saturday. I got first place.
Yep.
In Young Gunners.
She won in Young Gunners.
And we owe you a gift card.
yeah, you do.
Yes, we do. And for the person that won on Sunday, I don't have it in front of me right now. We owe you a gift card. Those gift cards are missing in action right now. I spent too much time this weekend looking for them, and we're going to find them, or we're just going to have to replace them. I've already contacted Hobbytown to make sure if those serial numbers are being used to arrest them. I didn't say shoot them on site. I said arrest them on site.
Right.
Because they are missing, and we look to locate those, but we definitely owe you a rather large gift card. You earned it.
She did. You know, and Sunday, which we went to church.
Sunday.
Went to church Sunday morning, and we missed her race by 10 minutes. So, and I heard that that Brandon was kind of trying to hold up so she can make it down to the race.
He was trying to like.
Was he tying his shoes or something?
Yeah.
Well,
10 minutes, really, guys?
Yeah,
I just caught what you said. I mean, I heard you, but I didn't feel you until just now.
We missed it by 10 minutes.
He was.
I'm so sorry, guys.
He told me whenever I went over there, I was like, "Did you already do the race?" He goes, "Yeah," and he literally said, "I was letting everybody go before me, so then I would give you time to get here into your car and everything." And I was like, "Thanks," but you know, you had to go to church. So.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be like that probably this Sunday. I'm not even gonna come. Which I'm gonna lose my first qualifying spot.
Means you gotta step it up.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Somebody's asking for the phone number to call in. It's on the screen. That's when I usually say Gumby, but never mind. I got it. Okay. All right. They just fixed it. Somebody's about to call in, but well, good. So you had a great time overall. I'm sorry about Sunday. I know that we talked about it on Saturday, and
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Such a mature young lady. Here we go. Let's see. You are live on the RCDRL Nation radio show. Who is this?
This would be Regina, also Brooks.
Oh,
what's up, Regina?
Just about to go to a commercial break too. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Oh no!
How you doing, girl?
I love my favorite Shipman. I love all the Shipmans. I can't see you guys are my favorite. I'm sorry.
I know. We love y'all too.
We love you guys.
Yes. We always have fun together. I know that. Never.
You guys seem to be having awesome tonight. I'm loving it.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Nice. Especially when Sarah talks, right? That's when it gets interesting.
Sarah had me dying laughing when Todd was talking about 500 kids, and she was like, "I'm not going over there. I'm not trying to make it 501." I about fell out.
Yeah, that's just too close to home for us.
Look, I get it.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous just listening to the story. Totally loved her response. It was priceless.
Yes, indeedy.
I mean, I really don't. I'm not even kidding.
I felt it. I felt it.
Yep. It's pretty awesome. So how you been doing?
I am doing well. So we want to come to the race that you guys have.
Okay.
I hate to call it a double race. I mean, but you know, it is what it is.
It's a double header. It is.
Okay, double header. There you go. We want to come, but we'll only be able to come for Saturday.
I don't see why.
Oh, come on.
I mean, if you're here, you're here. You know you're lying to yourself. You're going to race on Sunday, so let's just keep it real.
No, but I can't get off of work for Monday, and I'm trying. But, you know, with Mikey working out of town right now, I don't know. We're kind of trying to plan. We've been talking to Todd and Brooke, and we're trying to, like, work something out. Like, we all want to come.
We're going to be invaded.
You're right. Awesome.
Yes.
You know what's going to be cool
we want to
about
come.
it is these close points races. It's going to be crazy with out-of-towners playing spoilers. But, you know, that's how it works. You know, it everybody's welcome. It's just going to be fun. It might be something that...
Oh, it is your last points race.
Oh, yeah, but everybody's welcome. Oh, yeah, it's a national. Everything is a national.
We had so much fun with Marcus and Doug. Marcus kind of saved my life. He came and was working on the computer. He helped me out. They were amazing this weekend.
Nice.
Totally loved it.
Wait. Marcus worked on a computer.
I'm not saying it again. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We can write that name down as a backup to the backup to the backup. Hold on. No, that's great. No, and you know, and that's what we talked about earlier on the show. They saw a need. Of course, you guys have seemed to be always what I would call shorthanded, to put it nicely.
Absolutely.
So it's great that they saw an opportunity to help out and they jumped in. That's awesome.
Yeah, they did. They totally rocked it. We had a really good time this weekend. Really good time. Mikey took a picture of Marcus, and I'm like trying to back out of the picture, and somehow I ended up looking like Albert Einstein because like the wind was blowing, and got this big curly hair. Don't zoom in on the pictures. All I'm saying. You know what happens when we see pictures of Regina Alsipper.
Every picture I've ever taken.
Was that your good side or your bad side?
No, it was actually my good side, but turned out to be a really bad one.
Okay.
That was my good side, but I wasn't posing.
That's great.
Sarah can appreciate this, right?
Yeah. She always wears her hair back for some reason. I think that's the reason why. She always wears it in a ponytail.
Yeah, I usually wear a hat or wear my hair back, but now that I've got my big curly hair, I'm kind of embracing it. I don't like those candid shots. I don't do well with that.
It's too hot to do anything else in my hair. Even in a bun.
Yes.
We were talking earlier about...
I don't have enough hair for buns.
Oh, Lordy. We were talking earlier about your schedule, and you guys are nice enough to get with the racers there and create a schedule. And in this case, Dennis Ford specifically, because he does work away, and I know Mikey now is starting to do that too. Is that going to affect your rest of your season? We need to let the folks know that are listening from Louisiana and from
that was kind of my main reason for calling in. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's stop talking about hair and dues, and because pedicures. And
I need to chat with Sarah for a few minutes.
Oh, hey, absolutely.
I don't do those.
You don't do pedicures and manicures there?
No, I can't. They won't let me. My nails are too short for that. I bite them.
I like the way she looks at her dad when she goes, I bite them. She kind of glances over at Pops. That's cute. So what is going on? I know there needs to be some schedule updates, because right now things are a little crazy on Drag Track. We need to keep Drag Track up to date so we can keep
we were behind one race, and I apologize to everyone for that. So kind of what my plan is, nothing's been set in stone, and I guess everyone's kind of hearing it at this point. We have 3 races left, but only 2 scheduled. And with Mikey's work schedule, Dennis's work schedule, and everyone's life and holiday schedules, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have one that's just going to be double points. We'll do one race, and then the last one will be, entered twice, for double points.
I don't like that at all. That kills it for a championship. I understand what you're saying, and it's you may have that or drop a race, all together, which actually might be better.
Drop a race in the final.
Well, we would have to see that, because basically a person that's raced all season, and they happen to go out in first round in one race, and now they get 30 points automatically for the next race, and that winner that happens to win that race, they automatically get another 114 points. I don't know if I like that.
Okay, I feel you on that. I don't know if I like that either.
Yeah, it might be better if we cannot reschedule that race. I will get with the mall. If we can't reschedule it, this season is
I'm just worried about the colder temperatures coming up.
Well, we've always ran the Cajun Nationals, like the 2nd or 3rd week of November. No, it was always the 1st week of November. So
as of right now, the way the schedule is, we have this pro shootout that's going to be in the beginning of November.
Take precedence over something that's we're under contract for our season race.
Right.
You guys need to put that has
we have that, and
we're not even in that. Yeah, we're not even. That's not even on our true books yet. We haven't even told them all that yet, and it's not fair to the local racers to put something that's coming in. And I think it's a great idea. Don't get me wrong. But that cannot take precedence over a championship points race, and then you throw that to the side. It can come after. It can come on the same weekend, you know. But yeah, that's something that we need to get this actual.
Yeah, we have to kind of figure this all out. You know, going into December.
It's one thing to end the season, but to short the season and then put a race in that has nothing to really do with the membership, that's not cool.
Okay. Yeah. That. However, we can work it.
Right. Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. But we do need to communicate.
Yeah, definitely.
So we definitely need to communicate that. But thank you for updating, and we will work on that. And I'll stop the tunes now.
Sad music.
Well,
what is all that creepy baby doll music in the back?
That was thank you notes from what's his name? When Randy Mayhew used to do his stories, that was a line for or the background music for it. So Regina had a scenario to give, so we cued it. Why not?
That was awesome.
Okay, all right.
That was awesome.
It may have made me a little uncomfortable, a little nervous. That's all right.
I thought it would take the edge off a little bit, just the opposite. But
no, it totally gave the edge. I don't know.
That's it.
That's
called random readings with Randy. You know Randy Mayhew. So yeah.
Of course.
Yes. But officially, it's the thank you notes tune from the Tonight Show or something like that. So anyway, girl.
Wow. Let's finish this off. Hopefully, me and some of us can make it just to help. I hate to help you guys finish off the season, but come for your 2-day event. Me and my sister wife, and it'll be fun stuff. Hopefully, we can make it with Mikey's schedule and with y'all's schedule and whatnot. But it'll be good stuff.
Alrighty, that sounds like fun.
All right, girl.
Fun like that. And you just had a birthday, so happy belated birthday, Regina.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I turned 40.
Oh.
Wow.
What was the big 4-0? I didn't know that.
It was the big 4. Yes. Look, I'm just going to tell you guys I'm super excited about 40. The show's not all about me, so we'll leave it at that, but
you should be.
Totally rocking 40.
There you go, girl. Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
And that, folks, Miss Regina Alsobrooks, VP of Operations there in New Orleans, over at the Esplanade Mall, Kenner, Louisiana. Just like she said, there's 3 races to go, and I'll get with those guys, and we'll hammer out a schedule. She briefly mentioned a pro mod shootout of sorts, and I know with Mike Ray and some of the Florida guys, they want to race. They want to have this race a little bit more centrally located than way east. So I'm all for that race. I really am. But we have to take care of our members and get our championship in and make it as fair as possible. With that said, we can't have Mikey putting his job in jeopardy. Right now they have him working out of town, and he is VP also of operations there. And again, if we all work together out there, Louisiana members and Mississippi members, we can get it in.
Right.
We can definitely get it in. We got a whole lot of help here in Texas. We even got more help after the Super Nationals. More people came up and says, hey, man, I can volunteer. We have a whole lot. So Louisiana and even in Puerto Rico, West Coast is not even RCDRL. And one of the first questions I asked Todd was, hey, are those guys getting help? Because we need the help, to keep the costs where we keep the costs at, guys and girls. This is a brother and sisterhood. We need to work together. So that rant's over.
There you go. It sounded good.
All right. Well, we're going to jump right into we have about 20 minutes left, folks. If anyone else wants to call in, please do so. We'll probably keep it a little bit more brief, but I do want to jump into the scenarios here in Texas. We have 10 classes, and many of the classes, it's just a nail biter. We got 3 races to go. Like I said, our next race is a Summit Racing Equipment. Yep, that's right. It's the Summit Racing Equipment. company right here out of Arlington, Texas, is sponsoring our race. It was cool to see Mike and Stacy Chandler actually visit Summit and took a picture with our little glass encased shrine there. We have a championship Murky trophy in there and a championship car from Eric Bowman. Drove that car to a championship in 2018, and they have some flyers, so it's pretty cool. If you guys are in town, and that's one question we didn't ask Todd. Did you swing by Summit?
Yeah.
But their race is coming up October 5th, the Fall Nationals, and then followed on October 12th, the Shipman Snack Service Nationals, and then right after that, October 13th, YourBatteryBuddy.com, Speed Shop, Trackside Support, October 13th ends the season.
There you go.
And so, yeah, folks are out of town. It will be a good opportunity to race in cooler weather that 12th and the 13th. And they all are welcome. You don't have to be part of the Texas bunch. You just have to be an RCDRL member. Over in the all-run bracket, what an event. Zach Shivers squeaked into the playoffs in the number, I think, 8 position. If I'm not, he was number 3. I'm sorry, he's number 3. 8 would have a lot less points. It was another class that he squeaked in. I think it was Street Eliminator.
Street Eliminator,
yeah. And he's doing extremely well there as well.
Yep.
But after winning at this last race, he jumps up 3 positions to the number 1 spot.
Nice.
Jeff Schmidt Jr., always an amazing, I'm calling the bracket masters. You know, those guys are tough.
They are very tough.
John Luzzy, who led for the first 2 playoffs, he fell 2 spots, but he's still only less than 1 round out of first place.
Right.
So we're looking at the top 4 are absolutely still in it to win it. Chris Markowski, part of the Bracket Masters team, John Luzzy, Jeff Schmidt Jr., Zach Shivers, but you can't count out really Lindsay is the only one that is really on the outside looking in, and I think she's done for the season. But Sarah, you're still in it. Sarah, you can still pull off the hat trick. Duncan Jones, Josh Merck, Joel Shipman, Matthew Munson. You guys are still in it there, but the folks that are in the driver's seat are those top 4 in all-run brackets. So,
absolutely.
3 to go. Folks, if you guys have never experienced, you could feel the tension in the air come the Shipman Snack Service Nationals by, you guys being moved from September 14th, you guys, we'll start crowning champions, possibly at Summit. Depends on when we get to Pro Mod here. Jerry Shields is just on the cuff. He's
awesome.
Been number 1 qualifier all 3 races. He's currently number 1. Ant Rin was unable to make the show at the very last race, the Performance Auto Care Nationals, and that hurt him big time. And Jerry Shields would almost have to go out first round in every race that's remaining to lose the championship. So it's going to be interesting. We will have a championship 2019 Murky at the track in the event that it goes black for everybody else. Once it goes black, then the champion is crowned. It's over. We stop the races at that point for 2 to 3 minutes or so, and we crown him. We walk him over to the stage and get his pictures done in there, and we rock and roll and continue on. So, folks in Pro Mod, if you guys, everybody should be gunning after Jerry Shields, because he's about to put everybody on the trailer and make Pro Mod a practice class for 2020 there.
Right.
In Pro Stock, Jeremy Miller, defending champion, number 1, 66 points above his buddy Mike Chandler. Jilly Millie, even though she won at this last race and she needed it desperately, she's 115 points back. She is still in the hunt. The folks that are in the Fat Chance category is Willie Thomas, Robert St. Pierre, R.C. Jack, Jonathan Wagner, and Marcus Telemontes. You guys are in that Fat Chance category. There's still a chance, but you're gonna have to bring your A game.
That's right. Absolutely. I'll tell you something right now that I like it from last year whenever Jill didn't make it at all.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's crazy how it happened.
I know, and now look at her. I mean, she's on fire.
She's on fire. Oh, yeah. She had a stellar regular season. She pulled off a couple of wins, and
but I texted Jeremy after the race and told him, you better watch out. He goes, too far away.
Oh, really? Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he wants to get cold supper again.
Ooh, cold supper in the sofa.
In the sofa.
Yes, indeed. Another close battle going on over there in Quick 16, folks. 8 folks are in the hunt, including yours truly. I'm in number 8 position. I'm 146 points back, so I need a lot of help. I also did not field a car in Quick 16 at the last race. Silly me, probably forgot I was in the chase, in the countdown. But I chose not to run my top alcohol car because of the track conditions were tough.
Right.
So that it was just one of those things. I wear too many hats to really be competitive. But one of these days, I'm going to win one of those things. I won the Super Nationals finally. Darn it.
I know. You bring it up. The Quick 16 is Mason and my brother. Or Joel is like 1 point difference.
It sure is.
Yeah,
it sure is.
1 point difference.
Yeah. Looking at it from the top, Mason Cooley up by 1 point, and Mason actually went out first round and was able to hold on to that points lead. But Joel Shipman, by winning that event, Joel has now a runner, and this is in the playoffs. Joel has a runner-up, a first-round loss, and a win.
I know.
So,
that's awesome.
Who knows what's going to happen at the Summit Racing Equipment Fall Nationals. We're going to find out Saturday evening, but this class is one of the closest. Number 1 is only up by 1 point.
And look
number
at
3
is 23.
23 or 33?
33.
33 points.
Sorry.
So that's pretty much a round and a half there.
It's just super close.
And then Chris Markowski, you never can count Chris out.
No.
60 points down. That's 3 rounds of racing with 3 events.
Yep.
Dude, he's in it to win it.
He is in it. He can come from nowhere.
Jeff Schmidt Jr., David Goldstein. I know David, he's pretty much using this as a practice class, and he's got a nice lead in Top Fuel. We'll get to Top Fuel in a minute. Norris Graves.
Norris. Mm-hmm.
Your teammate there.
Right.
So yeah, it's everything is going to be fun to watch, and we're going to start keeping track. Mike Taylor and I, we had dinner together last night and watched the game together. We talked about maybe, with this panel of 3 of us, usually it's 2 of us at a time. Maybe he'll focus on running the numbers as these classes get in. It's too hard for a commentator and the stat girls to keep up, so we need that 4th person there. To especially when a championship is clinched and we didn't realize it and we're just moving on. I get mad at myself. We want to celebrate these champions. It's been a long season. Again, Street Eliminator, guys. Incredible battle going on in a very popular class.
Right.
Josh Mercadel, despite all the troubles he's had, he's managed to be holding on to a 42-point lead. But Zach Shivers has come alive in the playoffs. This kid won 2 championships in his rookie season last year, and one of them was here. He is the defending champion in Street Eliminator.
Yep.
And he's like, you know what? I may have came in as the number 10 guy, but he's number 2 right now.
Yep.
With 3 races to go. Everybody better look out.
Yep. And also number 3, look at that. Teammate again, my brother.
There he is, only 46 points out. So that can be done in qualifying, and by us qualifying based on ET, and Joshua struggling right now, both of those guys can get those bonus points. Those are 4 points for number 1, 3 points for number 2, 2 for number 3, and 1 for number 4. So,
it's pretty awesome.
That's pretty much the equation. Could be 2 rounds of racing right there with 3 races to go to win.
It's there.
It's right there.
You get points for qualifying?
There you go. Ask a question.
She asked a question, folks. Give her a hand. Yeah, that's a good question. But what I like about you, Sarah, you're just there to race, girl.
Yeah.
You're not worried about all the small stuff. You're there to socialize with your friends, and I love that about you too. I love when I see the kids walking around having a good time. I think the Hot Wheels thing was a big hit, and
Thank you for getting me that one special one, just
for you. I actually thought about her when I was like, yep,
Yep.
I should have wrote your name on it because that had your name on it, pretty much.
Yeah, but everybody kept their hands off it until I got there. Brandon was like, here.
It's like, there you go.
You know what I like about her is in all the young gunners, they stage their own cars.
They do.
They want to learn. They want to do it. They want to go fast. They want to drive it straight. They want to beat the competitive, the person beside them. And like Sarah, she don't want me to stage her cars. She wants to stage it.
That's awesome.
And she has her own little routine. I know every one of those young gunners have their own routine.
Absolutely.
I love it when Colt goes out there and does that hairy burnout. I mean, he'll smoke those tires down.
Oh yeah.
He gets out there and he's tough.
Oh yeah. Colt's he's a tough competitor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking.
The funny part about him when he loses, he still smiles.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
all the time. He's got that big smile on his face.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Absolutely. He's a super good sport.
Yep.
Super good sport. I love our young gunners.
Yep.
I think you hit on several different key great points about them. They get along together. Yep. There is I don't see any cliques, of any kind out there. I see them mixing it up all the time together, from the older ones to the younger ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss them, and we have to constantly feed and make sure that we are focused on those young gunners all the way around. So that Street Eliminator, it is once again going to be exciting to see as the championship unfolds. The Heartbreak Hotel, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat in these critical races. Over in Top Fuel, David Goldstein having a really good year. If he pulls this one off, it will be his first RCDRL championship. You have David Matez right behind him. He's gonna do everything he can do to capture his second Top Fuel championship with the RCDRL. He's only down by 68 points. I think the hiccups are coming back. Golly. I had hiccups really bad before the show started, guys. I was in this studio 20 minutes before the show started doing all kind of exercises.
Until Dr. Shipman came in and helped him out.
Dr. Shipman, he sure did. Helped me out. Zach Shivers moves up 2 spots. He's still down by 146 points, but, with a little luck and some speed, he's still in it to win it, along with Willie Thomas. He's only down by 156 points with 3 races to go. It's not impossible, especially if they gun after those 3 at the top, mainly those 2 at the top. Dwayne Cooley struggling a little bit in the playoffs. Robert St. Pierre, your defending champion, struggling as well. He has 2 first-round losses in the playoffs. That hurts. Donnie Johnson, a previous champion there, missed an event, so he's way down. He would have to win out pretty much along with Mitch Vaughn because of the heat and everything like that. I think he's going to sit on the sidelines or just come out there once it. Hopefully he'll be able to race at the next 3. I believe we're getting a weather break coming up, and and who knows on the 12th and 13th. So hopefully we'll get Mitch Vaughn back out here in his Top Fuel piloting program there. It was neat to see him put Colby Taylor behind the wheel there on his Top Fuel car, and he did pretty good. I spoke with Colby as well over the weekend, and he was like, man, that thing's a different monster altogether. I'm like, yep.
It's a beast.
Absolutely. So over in the Traxxas Pro Funny Car class, we have, I believe, 2016 champion Scott Davis is in the number 1 spot for the championship. He's up by 98 points over yours truly. Jasmine Hernandez, 135 points back. She came into the playoffs number 9, and she's been going uphill ever since. Unfortunately, wait a minute. Yeah, she came in number 9.
Yep.
And she missed the first race, and that's worth 90-something points right there, minimum.
Right.
70 minimum for sure, if not a win right there. But she's been to back-to-back finals. it looks like here she's won both.
Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. I was looking at the 94. Normally a win is 114 points or in the 100 above 110, but we're only going three rounds of racing right now in Pro Funny Car, so that part kind of sucks. But she has won back-to-back and moved from number 9 to number 3 with 3 to go, so she is definitely in the hunt as long as she can keep that car off the wall or off that center line.
Right.
You know, it should really come down to those two, Scott and Jasmine. I got lucky at the first race. I've been out round 1 and 2, and I entered the playoffs in number 3. So I'm going to give it my all. Don't get me wrong. I got a new body painted today, or over the weekend, I should say, for Summit. It's going to be a Summit body, and to give them some presence on the track. I hope I don't go out first round. I want to give them some.
Give them some love, huh?
Exactly. So that's them, and by the way, Summit Racing Equipment representatives will be at the track. And once again, I know last year they gave away a whole lot of Summit bling and a whole lot of goodies. So look for that to happen again this weekend. Where are we at? We got a few more minutes here. We've got a Sportsman Funny Car. Once again, Scott Davis in a much tighter battle here now with Bill Wagner and Colby Taylor. It's just going to come down to probably, Matthew Munson is definitely in the hunt. He's only down by 70 points, but Colby Taylor's down by 34. Bill Wagner down by 14 points, and Scott Davis trying to hold on. Scott's been on a tear all season long. He's only missed 2 events. It seemed like Scott missed more.
Right.
But Matthew Munson, Colby Taylor, Bill Wagner, can't count those guys out.
Nope.
The rest of the field, it's looking a little bleak for them. And last but surely not least, and we talked about this earlier, everybody is still in the hunt.
That's right.
In Young Gunners, from Jackson all the way up to that one over there.
Yep.
Sarah Shipman sitting number 1 by 10 points over Dallas File. Piper Munson struggled a little bit right now. She is in the number 3 spot, down by just 17 points. So that's not even a round of racing.
Right.
And that's incredible. She's in 3rd place, not even a round down. In 4th place, Brandon Mata is very dangerous.
Yep.
Several wins under his belt throughout his career and this season in Young Gunners. In fact, he entered number 1 in the points, and he has struggled a little bit. He has 2 first-round losses. So, two first-round losses. He made it to the 2nd round. So, Brandon at any point can turn this thing around and capture a championship. So, and of the Mades family, not including Jacqueline, because she's kind of part-time, he's the only one that hasn't won a championship yet. So, he's hungry.
He is hungry.
I'm sure he doesn't like those 2 trophies sitting at home with his little brother's name on it and daddy's name on it.
Right.
So, but there you go, folks. The action is starting to heat up on the track. It's going to be an amazing 3-race run to the finish. Summit Racing Equipment Fall National. Summit's going to be in the house October 5th. Be there. And if you can't make it, we have a double header. October 12th, October 13th, Shipman Snack Service Nationals. Thank you guys once again for picking up that race. And YourBatteryBuddy.com. Texas Finals. October 13th. No test and tune on that Sunday. We're going to roll right into qualifying. I know a lot of folks got to get to work on that Monday. And so we're going to make it a little bit earlier day, which probably will not necessarily be earlier because we're going to do a lot of celebrating.
I know before we end, for the Shipman's race, my wife and Joel and I are doing something special for some giveaway. Yeah, something that it's neat. It's cool. It is a secret. If y'all saw my Facebook post today, I kind of spilt some paint in the laundry room, a little bit, and a whole bunch actually. It was a whole quart of paint.
Did you really? I missed that.
No,
I
really did. I had to try to clean up before the wife got home. But other than that, we have something really special that we want to do a giveaway. I think we're going to do maybe every entry or every racer give them a ticket. We're just going to do a a pool and call the number out, and they're going to win them. And they're special to us. We've had them made from one of our real good friends. He made them for us, and then we're just going to decorate them, and they're kind of cool. And they're just make sure that you can have enough room, maybe like a nice little, a nice little maybe trunk or something that you can carry them home with, because they're pretty neat. So
really, and how many of these things are we expecting?
We're giving away 2 sets.
2 sets.
Yeah, so it's kind of.
And I missed the first part of it. 2 sets of what?
Yeah, something.
Oh, darn it, folks! I thought I had him. But he's a little too slick.
Yep.
Well, that is awesome, and thank you guys once again for doing that, and just being a part of this whole movement, the RCDRL family. We call us the RCDRL Nation.
All right, folks, that'll do it for us. We had to cut the closing off because we started some music, and that's why Facebook killed the feed. But hey, listen, we'll see you at the starting line Saturday, October 5th at the Summit Racing Equipment Fall Nationals. We're going to have Maya's Catering Kitchen in the house, and we're going to get this one in the books. We might even be crowning a champion. Y'all take care. Have a blessed, wonderful night. Safe travels for those that are traveling near and afar. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Hey folks, Mike Mercadel here to talk to you about Rudis Motorsports of Wyckoff, New Jersey. Visit Rudis Motorsports for your go-fast needs. Rudis Motorsports specializes in only the highest quality in RC drag racing parts and chassis. Established in 1996, Tony Rudis of Rudis Motorsports sells, repairs, and tunes drag racing chassis and turnkey championship performance RC cars and dragsters. That's right, he's got chassis kits, he's got full turnkey, ready to go, tuned up hot rods, bodies, tires, new products like aluminum front rims, aluminum upgrades, carbon fiber upgrades. Folks, check out the website once again, Rudis Motorsports, that's RUDIS Motorsports.com for your go-fast needs. Rudis Motorsports, a proud sponsor of the RCDRL.
J Concepts has been with me since the beginning of my career. 8-scale or 10-scale, they got me covered anywhere I go.
Been racing over 20 years. Can't be more hooked up, can't look as good without J Concepts.
Tires are everything when it comes to off-road racing. J Concepts keeps my vehicles gripping to the track with a large assortment of compounds and tread patterns. Choose J Concepts.
Performance-driven, battle-tested, IFMAR World Championship results. J Concepts is world-proven innovation and design.
If speed is what you need, then look no further than Team Psycho. Maker of record-fast RC drag motors and accessories, there's nothing we can't handle. From RC drag tires to top-of-the-line track or street no-prep drag motors, just to name a few. Customer needs and concerns are of the utmost importance with owner Steve Syke, General Manager J.R. Lane, and Psycho Street Guru Carrie Wilson. For quality satisfaction, check out Team Psycho. Visit us at www.teampsycho.com and on Facebook at Team Psycho RC Drag Racing. Be fast or be last. Team Psycho, a proud sponsor of the RCDRL Super Nationals.
Time for my workout.
Hey, what are you doing? I suggest you get the spotter.
Nah, I got it. Spot it.
I told you.
Don't do the heavy lifting alone. Let Everyone's Realtor be your spotter. Accredited buyer's representative assists buyers through every stage of the home buying process on all Texas area properties, from the pouring of the slab to the final walkthrough and closing. We are here for you. Call us at 832-755-5008 or check out our website, everyonesrealtor.org.
I'm 2018 Street Eliminator and Young Gunner Champion, Zach Shivers, and you are dialed into the RCDRL Nation radio show on Fishbowl Radio Network, Blue Stream.